What's poppin', people? It's your boy TSK, the Smoking Nick. I'm Lyons, and I'm here with my boy Nice, Nick Gas, Nick Lit, and we in here. Know what I mean? 100%. We was having a lot of background conversations, but we passed that. Know what I mean? What you wanted to talk about, Gas? Continue.
Mostly let's talk about how do you wake up today on Monday about like now that the game is in the back and we it's not the same day as the game. How do you feel about the highlights of how we played and what type of assessments can we change for the next game?
I would, to be honest with you, I'm like I wouldn't say a sore loser, but like when I invest a lot of energy into something, I don't really like to think about how or how do you put it? I don't really like to think about the negative of it. So I'm like, we lost, boom. I don't want to watch the highlights of we losing because I don't want to feel like we could lose again. Right. I just know we lost by 2 points. It was a close game. Next game, we gonna show up better than that, and we probably win by 10. You know what I mean? Because if Julius Randle has a good game,
the sky's the limit. No, yeah,
game's over.
I have the same dude. I had the same train of thought. Like I was just watching how I didn't get to enjoy the crowd of the MSG yesterday because we lost.
14,000 though.
15,000. I didn't get to enjoy it, but I got goosebumps when I went back and I saw because I watched ESPN like 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago because I didn't have the heart, I didn't have the heart to actually watch it because I'm like, yo, I know they're gonna be picking on this, they're gonna be picking on that.
Yo, I don't even see Nick's Gas on the screen or myself. What's up with this?
Yeah, you got us on background still, I think.
Sorry about that, player.
Nah, you good?
No worries.
There we go.
Where did I go?
I see you. Go ahead, player. Fixing his mic or something.
Did he freeze?
Nah, maybe he froze. Because I see you perfectly. So
okay.
Well, you want to talk about next guy? Smoking.
I'm in the background. I'm here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there we go. Go ahead, player.
Continue.
No, but yeah. The more you do these panels, you realize that what they do on ESPN, what they do in FS1, it's not out of this world.
No, of course not.
Because dude, I don't know if Nice you follow before the game. I made a prediction that I was the bad guy. I was the bad guy on Saturday. Saturday's show with the Knicks at night. I was the bad guy. I was the only one that said, "Yo, I don't think we're ready for the challenge of dealing with 15,000 fans. Like, it's gonna be a wake up call. That." I said that, and the chat was on me. Oh, look at this, man. Whose fan are you in? Da 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 da. I wish I was wrong. It happened, right?
Think we lost because of the fan?
The circus. I think the circus was something different because the less people you had, the more together they were. But the circus, everybody's gonna react different to the circus. I believe, the way quickly handle the circus was by doing this. Bring it up, Give me some of that noise. The way RJ Barrett handled it, he dunked with good stamina. That dunk was amazing. I'm still looking at it. How it's just the way Obi Toppin. I'm at home finally. Like I've been to concerts, I've been to like team bashes, but yo, I'm here. Like this is my house. That's a reaction. Now a lot of guys were just thinking about how many newspapers are gonna ask me this, are gonna, Julius getting a pound by Spike Lee. So I believe like that has an effect on our players. Mostly when it's the first time in the stage, everybody's different. Like I said, not everybody has the heart to just pull up what Quickly did. So I believe I blame the fans. I feel like blaming the fans is easier than blaming Tibbs or blaming Alfred. Sometimes we don't. You don't think so?
Nah, negative. Because at the end of the day, the same thing that we did or we did not do is the same thing that the Hawks could have also done or not do. So at the end of the day, bro, the reason that we lost that it was because of 3 or 4 different things. Smoking. You saw the last chat that I put on the private comments or the private chat.
Oh no, I didn't.
Just read that real quick. So at the end of the day, this is the way I see it. We lost that because of four simple factors. That if one of them would have been done, bro, all our problems would have been solved. But
Sky's the
the
limit.
main one that really hurt us, and I loved his, but I don't know, there were certain plays that he did that was kind of a suspect on my book. Especially there's the second one, Noel not rebounding the amount of rebounds that you see Taj doing. Taj
He
is
didn't.
smaller than Noel.
He didn't get the. I watched a lot of that, and
Hmm.
Nerlens was going up for. And I said this before. He's going up for a lot of old boards, but he was
Hmm.
kind of flopping his body, and I didn't say that. He was kind of flopping his body. So when you going up for rebounds and you're flopping,
He looked timid.
you're not gonna get
He
the
he
and
he he looked timid. He looked timid,
yeah,
like he wasn't ready for
yeah.
that pressure. Because if
And he
if you
and
look
he's
at,
but he's the one with the most like playoffs experience, which is funny, you know. Like
no,
he's
isn't
been
it
here.
But
Taj Gibson?
No, Nerlens Noel been in the playoff before, I think,
no,
or
no, no.
No, but
He ain't the one with the
more,
most.
the most. Yeah,
oh
that's what he
no,
said.
oh yeah, you're right. Taj and
It's
Rose
Taj and D
and,
Rose
and Rose. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. You and Thibodeau.
And Thibodeau by far.
So
This
Be
what's
honest.
what's all the topics that we're gonna be talking tonight? I'm just
Yo,
gonna write it down here, and if it's cool with you, smoking gas,
no, no
smoking
problem.
eggs, because at the end of the day, you're the king of the platform. So
Yo,
you're the one
I,
that be saying what goes and what not goes.
no,
But just let me
bro.
know what all the topic that you
Yo,
want to speak about.
we're a community, and I'm not one of those people, to be honest. I will say this: what we're gonna talk about is the outcome for tomorrow's game because technically it is Tuesday. You feel me?
Mhm.
So
Facts.
I definitely want to know what we think we'll do tomorrow,
Mhm.
and we're not gonna get into an Alfred
Oh
situation.
man, that was a long conversation of the
Yo,
same thing. It
I
was
noticed. I came in because I wasn't even really watching yet, but I put my money where my mouth is, right? So
Mhm.
when I put, even if it's $2, you know what I mean? Because
Mhm.
I work for my money, so I don't owe
Yeah.
nobody nothing. Like
He's
don't nobody owe me nothing. No, neither nice or gas, right? Y'all don't owe me nothing. Y'all like me, so
Yeah.
y'all fuck with me, and I like y'all, so I fuck with y'all. That's how it is, right?
facts.
Sorry, but
I didn't see nothing.
I ain't seen nothing either.
I didn't see nothing. I was looking at Mary right now. Nah, but yo,
what I mean
right.
is that when I try to put my best foot forward, and
Mhm.
it might not always come out like, oh, I'm trying to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
I just try to do the best I could do, bro. But I want this platform to be to where we all can discuss it. Not everybody just comes here and take over and
Mhm.
you know what I mean, come disrespect each other and jump on each other. No, that's not what it is, right? If
Facts.
we have family, and not
Mhm.
just a fake family, because family is gonna have trials and tribulations in the background. That's real life. What I
Mhm.
mean is, if we a Knicks family, we encourage each other, we push each other, and we help each other. You know what I mean?
100%. 100%
You
with
know what I
you,
mean?
bro.
And all I really want to talk about tonight, if I'm sticking to the topic, fam,
Uh-huh.
is what we think we was gonna do. I don't want to talk about the things we've been talking about because the
Same
past
dick.
couple days we just been dwelling on a loss. And I wanted to say this, but Lawrence tears cut us off before we got to say our final thoughts.
Nah,
I
it's cool. It's
guess
cool. It's cool.
I'm just saying, right?
It's cool.
But I want us. I was gonna say that at the end of the game. No, not at the end of the game. When we was going through it, and everybody was doing a thing, and I'm a little like, I'm thinking, and my mind is going like a computer right now. That's
Mhm.
like a hard drive, and it's like on slow mode. You gave it 5 commands, but it's still trying to do that first command. You know what I mean? Like that's where my brain is right now because I'm thinking about everything that people have said, and I had this great point but I really can't think about it. But what I'm gonna say is that I just want to start to dwell on what we've been talking about and to move forward. Yeah, because I feel like they was piling on. See, I knew I was gonna get to my point eventually. I'm sorry, but I feel like they was piling on. Not just only Alfred, right? There's a reason he's out there, right? Most of these dudes that say they hate him can't even beat him in a one-on-one. Straight up. He put his shoulder in. You say, nice. He put his shoulder in your chest.
But that now
he put his shoulder in your chest. You're not gonna be saying,
Yeah, but what I'm talking about is the playoff, bro. At the end of the day, remember, since Rose came into the league, to the not the league per se, but to the Knicks, Alfred Payne never been the same. That's a conversation that, do we all agree, yes or no, on that part? Because they made the comparison. How many games has the Knicks won with EP after D Rose, and how many games we had won without EP?
I think we 22 and 12 or something like that.
It was like 20 or 22 versus 11 loss, and with EP it was like it was bad. It was bad. So at the end of the day, like, yeah, he could be producing, but numbers that is going to make you look good is not enough if we don't get that win.
You 100% correct, bro. To be honest.
So on EP, brother. I don't want to. But real quick.
I don't want to get stuck on EP because I feel like we always get stuck on EP.
But he's a black hole. Sometimes he's a black hole. Like,
I don't know why. This is why I keep.
But
this is why I keep blaming Thibodeau, families, because
that's a fact.
This is why because everybody want to talk about the player, right? But who is the person in charge of putting that player on the floor?
The CEO,
right?
Yeah.
No, it's pretty much Tibbs. It's just like smoking.
Yo, I heard this the other day where a dude said, like,
why nobody showing their face?
No.
I'm rolling, bro.
You know how we doing. You know why we not. You know why we not.
No, put it back.
It's a family show. It's a family show.
We try to be nice like you, man.
It's a family show. It's a family show, nice.
He said, "Wait, man. I'm gonna put what's it called? A homie ETA."
But yo, nice and gas.
Yeah, we still see it, player. You can't do that, player. Come on.
No. Yo, turn that off. Facts. Yo, I appreciate you. But when you watch, when you think of, and I was about to get sidetracked, but I'm focused. When you watch the games, right? And I swear to God, we all swear to God, Alfred Payton wasn't starting in the playoffs. We had and I'm exaggerating, but months and months of dialogue about, he not starting this week. He not starting this. He started all 70 games. Do you know that? Besides, like,
that's not the thing. Smoking.
Besides, like 10. Let me finish, nice, before you get at me. And I appreciate you.
100%.
No disclaimers. But what I'm saying is, when Alfred Payton was out injured, we damn near had a winning streak. Why is he still? Come on, nice.
When he was, let me say this. When EP was rolling, it was like throwing a coin flip. So at the end of the day, you don't know what you'll get. You might get head one night. On the next night, you never know. You might get tails. So 50-50. They made that comparison. At the end of the day, like, if you look at the stream where I've been with the Man show with Ron and them, there has been night, bro. I've been feeding with EP. I love EP, but I don't know, since we got
you love EP.
Rose, let me explain, brother. I love him because I'm not the type of person, bro, that I wish ill on just because certain things is not happening. Not ill. I got you. But I love everybody, bro. I don't have no animosity against anybody. But the way I see it, since Derrick Rose came to this team, has he been the same EP that he was giving us before Derrick Rose? And when the conversation got with Luka, oh, man, it felt like, to me, it felt like a train hit him. Because after that conversation that Luka was coming in and everything, he never was the same.
Now, can I answer that question?
Go ahead, play.
I don't think Alfred has been the same since Rose has been there. And not only because Derrick Rose, and when I'm not living off past experience, him young MVP, the youngest MVP or nothing like that. I think he came back wanting to truly prove something to this team, right? Because Derrick Rose, they don't say it, but he's very prideful. Yep. You know what I mean? If we get into semantics and we being a little personal with the players, right? Derrick Rose is a very prideful player, and he's not going out like I was the youngest MVP that blew his knees out and now I'm a bust. That's not Derrick Rose.
He doesn't want them to paint a picture of vintage Rose, you know, like, oh, that was the last thing he could give us, because I hate that.
You think about it, right? I remember D Rose saying that. Excuse me. I remember D Rose saying that he didn't want to continue to push himself through his injuries because he wanted to play with his kids later in life. I remember that interview. Most people don't remember things like that. Now to see him play with no regard, and all I think is like, where's this minutes restriction coming from? Why does he have a minutes restriction?
He's not the same, brother. He's not this. He's clearly not the same. That's why I keep
because
saying,
because he's not dunking on people like he used to.
No. Nah, man, that's it happens to athletes, man. Just like Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods was never the same after he got that surgery.
If you look at this, he runs better efficiently with no problem if you keep in that 25 to 30 minutes, no more than that. 33 on extreme nights, but no more than that. There's nights that he's playing over 38 minutes. And it does a tool on him, because by the time he plays on the next game, he's not the same Derrick Rose as last time. So that's why I keep on saying we gotta keep this cat, because at the end of the day, you want to protect your players. You don't want him to show off just for 1 or 2 games. You want him to show off throughout the entire season. Yeah. Sure. So when we see, and I need to come back to EP, you only have one job, is either give enough time for Derrick Rose. I'm just saying this. Give enough time. That's his only job. Give enough time for Derrick Rose to relax, or maintain the lead, or do something to make our presence felt. If you're not doing either one of those two, you're not being productive.
Yo, guys,
what's good?
We're not going to stick on this EP conversation for too long.
No, definitely.
But I'm gonna ask you, fam. Like, how do you feel about what Nice just said about, like, because I feel like if a dude's getting, I feel like anybody could get those 15. Yo, Nice. Yeah. I feel like me or you could go out there and get those 15 minutes, fam.
That sounds good and all.
No, it don't sound good and all. I'm just saying, like, I feel like
it's true.
Like,
it's true.
I feel like if we gonna go out there and just shoot miscellaneous shots and not look for people, like, if I went out there and I know I'm not about to take any shots, I'm not wasting nobody's time out here, fam. I'm going out here
and just to be there, just to be there.
Yeah, I'm not just gonna
to do nothing more.
No. I'm gonna, like, if I know I'm not feeling it and I took a couple shots in the previous games and I'm not scoring, bro, I'm going out there and I'm gonna facilitate. I'm gonna play defense. I'm grabbing rebounds, and I'm gonna be the best playmaker I could ever be. I'm not gonna continue to shoot shots that I know I'm not even confident in making.
He clearly
what is he trying to prove? Because he looks like he's trying to prove something that we already know.
You're
not it.
brother, he clearly looks like he does not want to play for the Knicks.
No, and so why
He
did we
clearly
sign
looks.
him back?
Why did he come back? That's the thing too. That's like, why do you come back if you're not gonna give us
Nobody,
on? And
one,
why take
nobody,
less money? Like I don't
no.
understand that.
He was forced to take less money because at the end of the day, the Knicks let him go. So the only way that another, let's say he could end up still being in the NBA is if another team signs him.
But
No other team was interested
but
in him.
nice.
So
Did,
what did
did,
the Knicks did? I'll keep you, but you got to take lower.
didn't they want him? Didn't they want him at the trade deadline though?
Who wanted him?
I don't know. They didn't speak about the teams that wanted him, but
No,
I heard a
no. He
lot of
wanted.
teams wanted Alfred Payton at the trade deadline. I heard that.
No, he was all right. So
There was a big rumor about that, fam.
the way that the NBA looks at things, if people's gonna want you, they're gonna pay more money than the team that you at right now. So, have you heard another team offering more money?
Yo, after these last 2-3 seasons, Alfred Payton market has gone down.
Yeah, yeah. And to tell you the truth, you know what? Why I feel bad is because you could see that Tibbs, he really wants him to strive. He really want to see
Exactly.
him to do better.
Exactly. He's not ready for it.
But no, I don't think. I don't
He's
think
not
not.
built for it.
He's not
I don't
ready
think.
for it.
I don't
Just
think
say it
it,
nice. He's not ready for it.
I don't think that's not the case. The case, me persuades to say, and I'm going even deeper, bro. This might be EP last season throughout the NBA.
I think
No,
so. Yo,
nobody else will
Yo.
actually touch this man.
So he's gonna go
After
through a Stephon Marbury. He might
No.
end up in China
no,
this
not a
year.
Stephon.
No,
No,
not even.
China. He's not even gonna play basketball no more after this.
He ain't gonna play. Yeah.
Because when the team is rising and you're
The
what we
only
would call
factor that's staying behind.
the black sheep, that's not like, come on. If everybody's winning, why are you going in the opposite direction?
Question. Do you guys think that Alfred might be one of those Knicks that is like, you know how we have that motto of like once a Knick, always a Knick?
No, bro.
He's not gonna be a once a Knick.
No,
like
no,
we're gonna hate him forever
no.
type of thing,
Yes.
right? That's
Yes.
so bad. I feel that
Yo,
because like
I remember
now-
it. I remember the
I feel that.
Jay Crowder situation, and I respect him for that. For Jay Crowder trying to run up.
oh, when he
score
pushed him,
and-
that was a highlight.
Like I
love
said,
that.
you don't want to only be remembered for your toughness, right? It's a reason we remember Charles Oakley and those other players like LJ, Pat, Allen, Latrell, right?
Yeah, we
wasn't-
could always dismiss them as like hard temper. You know, oh, that's just him.
They
You know,
wasn't only
he showed
tough.
the guy type of thing.
When the moment was the biggest, they all showed up, dog. That's what I'm talking about. They all got highlights of them showing up in the biggest moments. We might not have won championships, but they showed up.
But I'm worried about the next lineup. Man,
Was that good, Nice?
The only thing I'm just saying.
lineup.
You disagree? I'm not
No,
worried.
no, no, no,
I'm
no.
just
I'm
No,
asking.
you're good. You said
I'm 100% with you, but let's say one conversation will always lead to another conversation whenever
sure.
it comes to EP, because I noticed that, all right, we know he doesn't have it. That's it. If Tibbs start playing him after this, because no, you don't get more than 3, 4, 5
I said it.
opportunities.
You know he gonna start again. You know he gonna start again.
I got listen.
but
I guarantee
I'm worried.
you not.
I'm worried about the fans. The fans are not gonna react good to that.
Nice.
Man.
Nice.
Talk to me, brother.
You know he about to start again.
He's
fam.
not gonna start. If he
You
starts,
know
bro,
he
it's
about
a
to start
recipe.
again.
Is a recipe for disaster, bro. Because at the end of the day, we are Knicks fan, and if that's the case, I would just rather just turn off my TV and just do this thing over again.
Jay
let me
Boogie said that. Jay Boogie said that yesterday.
Let me ask you a question, Nice. And Gas. When Alfred Payton starts on Wednesday, are you gonna turn your TV off? Or are you gonna watch the game? Be honest.
Nah,
Don't lie.
I'm turning it off. I'm turning it off.
You're not gonna watch the game?
No, because I'm already done. I'm already done, bro.
It's already starting in a shit show. So it's like I don't want to, bro. This Knicks games are really in my heart, bro. Like right now, it's my mom, Knicks, and whatever is next. You know, what my job is secondary. So it's like we put so much into this. I put this whole setup just for the playoff. You understand?
Boy,
To not, you know. So
I agree. I
got a
with
nice
Nick
mic.
Gas, though.
So
I
like,
agree with you.
You know, I've been being in panels with
I
MBK.
put thousands of dollars into my situation just so dudes could do. You know what I mean? Just have this conversation when nobody watches. But I talk to my brothers that really love the Knicks. You feel me? I agree. That's why I take everybody's perspective 100% serious. You know what I mean?
And the reason why I'm worried is not about his performance. It's mostly about.
I'm not worried about Randall, fam.
The bad juju. No, yeah, I think Julius is gonna come back and he's gonna rebound. Most likely a 40-point game, and we needed that. I'd rather lose game one. Game one is the best game to lose if you think about it. I'd rather lose game 5, game 6, and you know now we know. Okay, this is the best they gave us. And
but yo, fam,
what's up?
Julius had how many points did Julius have?
He had 18, I think.
15.
And
15.
what he went 5 for what? 18.
5 for 21, 20 something.
5 for
6 for 23.
5.
But that was
6 for 23. Let me say this, right? He went 6 for 23. Just imagine if he goes 12 for 23.
Yeah,
we're up by 8 points, 9 points. Julius had a super mediocre game.
But the problem with this,
I'm not done. Let me finish, and I'll let you go.
No, right, you should put your camera because I don't even know when your mouth finished, bro. Pause.
I'm not trying to cut you off. I'm just trying to say. What I'm saying is, our players are ready to an extent, right? We don't have a finisher, but at the end of the day, when Julius has those games that we know he's gonna have, right? He's gonna have. We all know Julius is going to have one bad game out of the 7, right? Yeah. We all know that's going to happen. He's due for a bad game. He's just becoming a superstar. So he's going to have a bad game. But if you know your role players are showing up, you need to rely on them. You don't rely on a superstar when you know the role players is the one being superstars.
What was Julius?
I'm going to pass it to... You talk me through it. You talk me through it.
What was Julius? What did he average in the All-Star game? Because I do remember the All-Star game. He also had like a bunch of breaks.
Well, people wasn't passing it to him, regardless. Like you have a lot of you have a lot of superstars. He did his thing. At the end of the day, he can't be blamed if people's not passing it to him. It's not like he's playing with the Knicks, you know. And we used to seeing people passing the ball to Julius, you know. It's a different league once he gets to the All-Star because you have pretty much all these superstars also feeding to get the ball. So he's not going to see the ball, especially knowing that it's his first time seeing the All-Star. But
can I ask you something nice and smoking, Nick? Do you guys think that little by little we'll start seeing that maybe Randall is the second option?
No.
He's the first option still?
He's first option in my book. Like at the end of the day, if you compare his number from the last 2 years, every single year is getting better, and better. So if we stay, he's always
his stock is going up. Okay.
Yeah. So if his stats was saying otherwise, that would be the moment that is questionable. But whenever you have the stats that he has, just because he had a bad night, that doesn't mean that will write him off entirely on what he actually did for this season. We gotta say it's true. This season we are at where we at because of Julius Randle. There's no if, buts, or nothing about it. There's other players that is contributing, but at the end of the day, I gotta ham on Tibbs on this, and I love Tibbs, bro. What are you doing? Like you have players that clearly has it for that night, and you still want to forcibly play Julius Randle, and it's clear that he does not have it. If you can't say or you cannot tell by the first 2 quarters or the first quarter, bro, I don't know.
I don't know if you watched last night's stream, but I actually renamed him Tipsdale because that's how he was. That's what he was coaching, bro. That was the funniest. I don't know. I like making jokes because I am a comedian at the end of the day. I go back to the live stream to the replay, bro. Yo, everybody started dying. Like Ron was like, did he just say Timsdale? And I just kept saying Timsdale. Like, hold on. And but seeing everybody's face laughing, I don't know. That's the comedian in me.
No. I get you. I get you.
But bro, I wanted to ask you, as West Coast, as people that you live in Denver, we live in the West Coast. Obviously, we in a different time zone.
West Coast Knicks.
Do you guys think that the Knicks are like the I don't know, like the closest thing we could have to New York? Like we can't go and travel to New York because we don't have access to being close to the city, right? So I think the fulfillment of the Knicks, is it because of New York or is it because of the NBA team? Like which one is the one that attaches more?
I got a question on top of that. Is y'all Giants fans or Jets fans?
Giants.
I'm a Giant.
Giants, Yankees, and Knicks.
Yeah, same here.
I'm a Giants, Mets, and Knicks fan.
Oh, so you like blue and orange teams.
And the Rangers, though. I like the Rangers over the.
I like the jerseys. I don't. No, but yeah, like
I asked that for a specific reason because not because it doesn't really matter, but you know,
it does. It actually the type of fan you are kind of like dictates the personality. You know, like I believe Jets fans have a different personality.
I just feel like if you're a real New Yorker, you should love every team in every sport. You should love all your teams, whether they doing good, they doing bad. You should be a homer.
I'm starting to get there with the Nets, mostly because of the fact that I know
we're not talking about the Nets. Don't
you just said New York. Am I wrong?
Hold on. I gotta remove him for 30 seconds.
No, he's good.
You gotta get a 30-second block for that. I'm gonna drop a bomb for 30 seconds. It wasn't personal, fam. I had to block you for that.
Hear me out. And mind you, I was working in Park Slope when the people at Park Slope was still protesting that the Barclays Center was not built there. So I actually been on the front lines. I know how a lot of those people had to move out because of the fact that once Jay-Z came in and he said, well, the NBA haven't had a black uniform since the Kings in '92. So that's how he manipulated the conversation because like I said, Brooklyn for 6 years were fighting back. No, we're not. You know, like they were not, like those people did not want to give out their business for a luxury building and a bunch of hotels. So they promised affordable housing. They promised 6,000 units of affordable housing. What happened? They built the stadium. They built the hotels. They only did like 500 units of affordable housing. I was working with Letitia James, who's currently the Attorney General back then, as canvassing in politics, whatever. So for me, the hater to this team is big because, you know, your owner is a random Russian guy that we don't know. And then right after the pandemic, before the pandemic hits, you get a new owner. I think they have another communist owner, like a Chinese owner. I forgot the name of this guy. So I don't like what they build the team on. You understand? Because that gentrified Brooklyn. But on the other side, the New York City has been going through so much death, so much. You know, this year is rough. And sometimes that was my question about entertainment. That like sometimes people need this type of entertainment to not look at their regular life.
Yeah,
bro. Every stream we go, you know, praise for this person, his mom, you know? Yeah. Like right now, this is a different decade. Like the way 9/11 hit us, you know, that everything changed after 2000. I feel like it happened, but it happened now as the whole country, the whole world, you know? It's not just people looking at New York like, oh, look at New York, no, it's the whole world. So that's why I'm like happy that the city is flourishing, you know, like the NBA is in Manhattan, is in Brooklyn. I don't support that team, but at the same time, geography.
I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that part.
The geography mostly, you know. I'm still mad that my nephew, like who I took to a Knicks game, which cost me like $500 to be right there, and he flipped on me, man. He wearing Nets, you know. It's just
you know, people like the front run. You can't get mad at them because they like the front run. you know.
Nah,
But
it's his father. I'm not there no more.
when they lose, and then they realize all that front running was for nothing, you know.
That's
People
true.
front run every day. When the Warriors, I live in California. I live in Sacramento. I watch hella dudes that never even thought about the Golden State Warriors. All of a sudden, they walking around in Warriors jerseys.
Yo, I be asking, yo,
and
you
in
remember when
2000
Baron Davis? You be like, you remember,
Yeah,
you remember Baron Davis?
exactly.
They don't
I
even
moved
know
out.
who Baron Davis
I
is.
moved out here in 2007, fam. The Warriors didn't get nice until 2012. We in 2021. Think about it.
Well,
I
Mhm.
watched
the
dudes
Warriors.
turn around that love Sacramento to death. Turn around. All they talked about was Chris Webber. All of a sudden,
Facts.
one team in a state that's close to them was doing good. Now they Warriors fans. My
You know,
man, you ain't never
Oakland
been a
is
Warriors fan.
Oakland is losing another sports team also. You know, because they lost the Raiders, they lost the Warriors, and now they losing
They didn't really lose the Warriors because the Warriors just moved across the bridge. It's
That's a big deal. That's Silicon
nah,
Valley.
man. It's
That's
about like 10 miles away.
It's
It's
San
not.
Francisco. It's
It's not
different.
really
Like,
hurting. You talking to a dude that's close enough. It's not really hurting their economy. It's not. They might not be
but
touching the bottom line, but those
but
people
it's
are still
gentrification because Oakland is mostly like that's where
Poverty,
Tupac's family came from. So it's mostly
poverty.
African American. It's mostly
Yeah.
black. Now Silicon Valley is different because now the prices might go from 85 to like 145. Now
200 or something.
now you have all those Facebook or Silicon Valley like nerds that they're so used to winning, but they don't know a thing about basketball. They don't know about this, and that. Compared up in Oakland, you have the
nah. You
NTA
see,
worker, etc.
I agree with you to a point, but I have to stop you at another point because the basketball stadium is on Fisherman's Wharf, right? In San Francisco. I don't know what wharf it is. I think it's about like 39 or something like that. But I would call the San Francisco 49ers moving to Santa Clara more gentrification than I would call them coming back to Oakland. Because if you've been to San Francisco, you would understand San Francisco is certain areas is posh, but it's mostly hood.
Yeah,
To be honest, yes.
I want to
Come,
go. I never visit.
come see me. We'll go see it. We only 8 hours away from each other. We can make that happen. We'll meet at a 4-hour point or something, my guy.
I need to go to San Francisco.
But I've been there. I've lived out here since 2007, as I said before. So that's almost 14 years, if not. So I'm always going up there 2-3 times a year. It's nothing like New York, even though they compare it, right? Those
Well, that's the reason why I want to go because of the fact that, like you said, everybody said there's a lot of hills. There's a lot of just like
it's fast, but there is nothing like and tip that cap for me one time, nice, so they can understand what is nothing like. It's nothing like that.
New York Yankee.
It's nothing like that. We are one of a kind.
Mhm.
New York is a whole world. It's not just a city. It's a whole world.
Yeah. Yo, it's funny. Like, I was trying to go back to law school and whatever. So I was going to school in St. John's. But it's funny how New York, when you live in one borough, you have this animosity. You grow up with an animosity towards another borough. Like I remember when I was in sixth.
It's a whole
grade. Are we talking about Knicks or because right now you guys got me thinking.
Oh no, yeah. Back to Thibodeau, man. Timido. Actually, that's the
Timido,
man. Timido, because you call him timid. You said the team was playing timid. He's timid though.
Yeah,
they was.
Yeah. I said Noel was playing timid. Like I don't know.
You guys don't think Spike Lee is a gents?
No, it's not a Spike Lee.
What do you mean by gents? Elaborate.
Elaborate, meaning that sometimes he needs to shut up, sit down, or go in the box and not amp up the other player. Because
like he's a fan. He's a fan regardless, bro. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. But at the
You
end of
don't
the
think
day,
we're
Okay,
gonna
like
get that
okay,
when they go?
okay.
You don't think we're gonna get that when we go to Atlanta though?
Yo,
Because
but
all their
didn't
fans
didn't
gonna be
hold
Jets.
on. Going back to the series with the Raptors and the Warriors. Remember when, even though I think he did push them, right? Am I bugging? Remember when one of the owners of the Warriors during the
Mhm.
playoff was arguing with I believe it was
Donovan Mitchell,
nah. It was with the Raptors when it was in the finals. It
Mhm.
was in the finals. One of the owners, I don't know if he said something to
Kyle
uh,
Lowry, Kyle Lowry.
Kyle Lowry. Yeah. He said something to Kyle Lowry, like so he basically said cursed at him.
He called him the N-word.
Oh, I don't know. We don't even know what he did. You understand? That's what I'm trying to
No, I
say.
remember
So
exactly what you're talking about. I remember
that man had to. I mean, granted, I don't mind. Like
he
I
lost
don't
his
mind,
stake in he lost his stake
bro.
in the
He
team
lost
over that.
everything, bro. He lost everything. He lost everything. So Spike Lee is a little, a little spoiled, I think.
But Spike ain't got
He's
no
a,
stake in the team though.
yeah, he's only a fan. At the end of, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. At the end of the day, you start thinking about a lot of perspective that it might be somebody jinxing the team. But how many teams also has thought about that being the case with a particular fan? They keep on riding and they still get that W. I've never seen Golden State getting no championship. And guess what? They ended up getting a championship since
Hey,
they
man.
traded Mark Jackson, or once they let him go. So we just gotta stick to our gun, but call a spade a spade. You know, whenever we see a spade, like, hey, there has been a lot of things that has happened in the team that is kind of suspect. Call them for what it is. You know,
Right.
but as a Knicks fan, bro, I've been a Knicks fan since Nate Robinson, and since then, never looked back. Never
I've been a
looked
Knicks
back.
fan since Strawberry put the Vaseline in his face.
I've been a Knicks fan since Latrell Sprewell, Allen Houston days, man.
I
And
didn't know about basketball back then.
exactly.
I was a growing up in New York. I love baseball mostly. I'm a Yankee fan mostly, but yo,
But
Basketball for real. Like, you know what I mean? I remember
but
Allen Houston. No, we talking Knicks. I
mhm,
remember Allen Houston. I mean, not Allen Houston. I remember Latrell Sprewell hitting 8 threes and a half, and then Kobe
mhm,
coming to the Garden like a week
mhm.
later and hitting 9 threes and a half. RIP to the Mamba. You feel me? You never forget certain things like that when you watch it live. You feel me?
Mhm.
Like,
Mhm.
swear to
The,
God, you never.
the only reason I said about me being a Knicks fan since what era or since what time is just to prove a point that for some reason, of course, you look at other teams, but it would never be the same. So whenever you hear the Knicks is doing good and you like, or before you hearing them doing good, because I started looking at the Knicks like with different eyesight. Once I heard we have Tibbs, Leon Rose started making move. I started being even more of a Knicks fan because I like what I see. It's not saying that I like I stopped being a Knicks fan. Is that throughout certain years, it is a
there's
lot
a
of things
lot
that
of
has
mess. A
happened.
lot of mess. I think
Yeah.
we
No,
lost like at least 20% of our fan base during
to be
the
honest,
Isaiah years. When Isaiah
Hmm.
was running stuff, I was
Yeah.
like, yo,
oh my
why am
God.
I still rooting for this, bro? Like that's how I
Yeah.
used to feel. Like,
Yes,
yo, why am I being masochistic? Like
yes,
being a Knicks fan is the most masochistic part of my life. Like I'm like,
yes.
why do I have to suffer like this, bro?
You
But
just
it's lovely.
you just
It's
said
lovely.
you
But
just said a trigger word for me, bruh. You just said a trigger word.
Why,
Isaiah. Don't say Isaiah when it comes to the Knicks to me, please.
Mr. Thomas?
That's like the R word or the J word to me. When it comes to
but
Knicks, please don't
mhm.
say Isaiah Thomas.
And mind you,
But think
I'm all for all black. I'm all for all black. I
And
actually,
I don't
that was my excuse back then.
and I
Oh,
don't
at
and I,
least
and I
Steve
don't
Mills
mean to tell
black,
people what they can and can't say. But it's really a trigger word for me because it pisses me off so bad. All the bad decisions he made, right?
No, and
And I'm
even
a dude
the
that grew up
allegations. There was
watching. I don't care about his allegations. That's
I
too
do care.
personal.
That was a $3 million settlement. you know,
But
same thing happened with
so
Krasinski.
He wasn't working for the Knicks at the time.
so going back to the next players or whatever. What do you think about our chances of getting Luca?
No, we don't want Luca.
Luka Doncic.
No, Luca.
Mendoza,
Mendoza.
Bulldozer for the
the,
Yeah.
season for this season.
the
Yeah.
Argentinian.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I
a
think
good
they're
question,
working on
Mike.
that, bro. I
That's a
think they're
good.
working on
Bro,
that.
they
Nah,
have him.
they're not gonna do it.
They have him in the injured report right now.
They have him in the injury. Oh, and you notice
Last
how he's like inside of a house, no fanciness. He's like,
bro,
yo, stay there,
yesterday,
don't get dirty, don't go outside, don't party. Like that's how I saw him.
bro.
That I know I'm probably over respecting, but that's what it showed. He's at
Once
home, like I
well,
can't wait to be there.
no,
He
he's not
ready to
even at
play.
home. He's already in New York. Once I heard that he's already moving to New York,
No, yeah, that's what I mean.
he landed on Friday.
He had
And
a
I told
picture
him,
with his agent because I believe
uh-huh.
when I good thing I speak Spanish, but I saw an interview they did on with ESPN Deportes, and
Mhm.
they basically asked him why it took so long. Like he left his dog over there. Like immigration didn't allow his dog, so it took him 2 more days to come here because of immigration. So, but he was quarantined over there. He's quarantined here. So he basically said, "Tengo que esperar hasta la próxima semana to para conocer a mi equipo," meaning that like I gotta wait for next week to meet my team and things like that.
Shout out to my bilingual partners. You feel me? We out here.
You need that Spanish out here, bro.
Yo, we out here.
You need that Spanish.
I'm on my Despacito. Don't get it twisted.
every single time I see the Denver playing and they put Compasso, oh man, it gets bro. Even Denver, they won tonight,
bro. That's crazy,
bro. But
they
every
beat
single
Portland.
time I see Compasso playing, it just brings my mind to an elevation, thinking, wow, the sky's gonna be the limit once this guy. If he plays half of Compasso, and a lot of people keep on saying no, he's better than Compasso. Like
also, I saw a report today. By the way, I'm going to stop you. I saw a report today that they were talking about how now you start seeing Mitch in the conversation. Also, they said how Mitch, they said how Mitch and Obi would benefit with Vildosa, and then they started putting all the highlights of how Vildosa's like he just he's an assist genius, like Jason Kidd type of thing.
Nice. Who was the first person to say Mitch was coming back, fam?
I don't know, but a lot of people have been saying that, player. A lot of people. Yeah, we all like listen. We all knew because they never mentioned, or they let's say the Knicks league or whoever is in control with the Knicks. You never even heard about news saying like, well, the Mitchell Robinson is going to come out next year. When you make a clear statement, you know that all right, he's done.
No, but, you know a dude is out for the season, right? Like Spencer Dinwiddie for the Brooklyn Nets, right?
Yeah, but have you heard?
Where is he?
Heard that way, Mitchell Robinson?
No, but I knew it already, right? Because I thought to myself, boom, he fractured his hand. He came back in what, a month and a half?
Yeah, but let's get back to the topic, player. What do you think Luka will actually do?
Luka on what? The Knicks?
Yeah,
man.
To the Knicks. I don't want to talk these super hypotheticals that will never.
It's not
happen.
a crazy hypothetical.
It's super hypothetical that'll never happen.
Game 6, he will be available. I think.
I'm not gonna lie. Hold on, I'm turning my camera back on.
They talking about in the next 3 to 4 days he could be expected to play.
Who?
So guess what?
Oh,
Luka.
You talking about?
Luka.
I'm sorry. When you say Luka, you gotta say Vildoza, because when you say Luka, I keep thinking
Dallas is not gonna give us that guy. Stop thinking about him.
I'm thinking they would never give us Doncic.
Smoking. Let me say this. I'm a Knicks fan, and if I'm talking about, let me get it right. Smoking Knicks. I'm not, and smoking Knicks. They could have it in Boston. I'm talking about you because I'm not. You never see me on another podcast.
It's like if we talk about KP, if we talk about KP, you talk about Kenny Payne. That's all Kenny.
Yeah, because
I understand what you're saying.
Already left.
But yo, fam,
we understand.
What I think about Vildoza, I'll tell you the truth. I was one of the first people that said, from the way he been playing, he had enough experience in the other country. He needs to come and replace EP. Here we circle back to this MFer because we need a replacement. We need a playmaker that's not just looking for his own shot. And then when he's open, he can actually hit a shot. He's actually a threat, right?
Yeah.
because
Just make this comparison. What do you guys think? And I'm just going to throw this, not to be here for 30 seconds talking about it. It's real quick. What do you think, real quick? The first thing that comes on your mind. What do you think the way that Campasso played, do you think is efficient? Is great or what?
what
It's
was the
actually
stat line?
it's great.
What was the stat line? You got a guess?
I'm
I don't
looking
need
at
to
my
see.
phone.
I don't even need
Nah,
to
but
look.
Campasso is like a little guy.
Somebody look up. You
He
want me to?
takes over,
Somebody look
bro.
up the
I'm
stat
looking
line.
at it. I'm
No,
going to look for it.
because before we give a person great, what did the Nuggets win by?
I'm checking that out right now. Give me
Oh,
one
so
second.
remember, he's in Denver. He's in Denver, so he knows.
Yeah, we all on the West Coast. He a little
All right.
higher than we are. We can all link up. For
So I
sure.
believe this is the one. Campasso. All right. He has 4 out of 10.
Okay.
2 out of 4.
2 out
The
of 4 for
magical
three
number
or free throw.
but the magical free throw is 2 out of 4. No. 2 out of 2 on free throw. 2 out of 4 on
Threes?
3, and 4 out of
He's-
10 on
Shots.
field goal. Yeah, shots. But the most important one that I love it is that 6 assists. It's not 10, but it's doable. To me, that's functional.
And how
That's
tall
what
is
we
he?
need.
You know,
He's a midget. He's a midget.
He's
How
a
tall is
midget.
he?
That's what I'm saying. And he does all that.
Bro, he's smaller than EP.
but
And
nah,
he's,
4 for 10, 2 threes is good.
I'm not.
But if you're
I'm
gonna
not-
go 4 for 10, they gotta all be threes.
Yeah,
Nah,
but
but
the way
he works every part of the game. That's the thing about it.
think about it this way: do we be complaining? And this is the same thing I'll be saying in the Ron show. A lot of people keep on sleeping on Taj Gibson. Taj Gibson, he has something that does not reflect on the box score, but that level
Nice, you say that shit all the time.
intensity. He's very
Sorry
intense
about
when
that.
he's playing.
But you say it all the time, and you talking about intangibles, bro. You talking about bumping bodies and
yeah.
talking about stuff that really don't show up on the. It's not going to show up on the box score, but it's what wins the game.
But that's what Campasso be doing. That's what I'm saying. Campasso be putting everybody in the awkward position.
He got
that is gonna miss a brother. Have you saw the game that we had against Denver, bro? It got me so frustrated because I felt like, bro, we can't control this dude, but this dude is quick.
We whipped
He's
him
quick.
every time, though.
Huh?
Oh, you said
Say it
that? No, ain't. Oh, Campasso on Denver.
Yeah.
Oh nah, we got whooped by Denver. We got.
But the main factor to me that night was Campasso because nobody could control that cat.
There wasn't Nurkic. I mean, Jokic killing us.
Jokic did his thing, but if you look at the way that Campasso was playing, it was very frustrating. It got me in the way, like, bro, all right, your team is doing good, but give us at least a little bit leeway to do something.
Oh, he played with high energy, is what you're saying,
bro. He's a little bit too much high energy, bro. Too much. He got McCollum in trouble. He got him to get a flagrant on some dumb thing, and it was because the way he played.
Oh,
Players like that is the type of players that I actually love to welcome to the team, because if you hear what people be talking about Luka Vildosa, is that yo
does he have a brother? I think he has there's another Vildosa.
I don't know, but I know out of the 3 players that is in the NBA, they be saying, bro, out of those 3 players, Luka is the best player. Luka Vildosa. So
mind you, I was looking up the for the FIBA World Cup. Campasso and Luka, they play in the same national team that won the silver. Remember, USA got eliminated. France with Frank Ntilikina got bronze. Who won gold then? I forgot.
Who won? You're gonna see it. That's why they keep on saying that. Hey, Vildosa is the truth.
No, yeah, they got a squad in that Argentinian team, man.
Bro, he has 2 finals MVP. So you already know that he has experience.
And one thing about Argentinians, like if you look at Messi, I'll give you a story about Messi. Messi was signed when he was 9 years old by Barcelona. He used to have scoliosis.
Messi,
so
Manu,
Messi, the soccer player.
Manu.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Manu.
No, but let me just
Ginobili.
finish about like the fact that like when Argentinians are very like when it comes to sports, they take
dedicated.
they take it. Like Manu Ginobili, of course, another example of a guy that like how many championships, 4 or 5 with the Spurs, like
6.
Look at Pablo Prigioni. Pablo Prigioni, bro. He might not even have a ring.
Stop it.
He came in here 40 at 40 and still ball.
He was
Came in here
40. He
Bro,
gave me hope. He was 40 when he became a rookie in the NBA.
Exactly. He was playing better than a lot of young cats, and he was 40.
By
And you tell
far.
me he was 40.
And
Man,
he got cut from the Knicks and made it to the Heat and was still playing.
Bro,
he played a cool 5 years, and I'm gonna cut you. He made a cool 5 years in the NBA after 40.
Bro, there's another Ginobili.
Yeah, but it's not the same, bro. At the end of the day, it's what we have. And if Luka, man, I just can't wait to have him because at the end of the day, we are missing a point guard. I feel like we could do anything, just not have EP.
A little bit though.
Talk to me, brother.
Because I don't remember what podcast we was on, and it wasn't Man. It wasn't Man. What's the other podcast? It was the Legion. You be on Legion too, huh?
Yeah.
It was Legion. And Hadouken said that Vildoza, I remember this. And I'm good for stuff like this. I remember Hadouken said that Vildoza was an option for the summer, but everybody was saying, no, listen, Hadouken did say that. We could go back and watch the stream.
No, go ahead.
And it might have been somebody else. I don't want to just put it on anybody, right? But I thought to myself, if a person gets a 4-year contract, right? 1 year is guaranteed. Wouldn't the first year be the year that's guaranteed?
This year.
It can't be the second year or the third year. Why would you guarantee a dude a contract on the first year, but in the other year are options?
Because I think it's mostly a buyout. I think it's a buyout contract.
That is not a buyout contract.
Yes, it is, because I believe I heard somewhere that his other team, his former team, is getting some money.
Let me finish, because this point is a deep point and it's very valid, right? You don't give a dude a 4-year contract, even though the contract is what, maybe $3 million a year, or 2.5.
He only getting 300,000. He only getting 300,000.
No, he's getting $3 million a year, bro.
No, it's 2.5 a year.
I'm checking it. I'm checking it. I'm
13 million for 4 years. 13.5 million for 4 years. Trust me, I know.
But do we got to give his team some money? Because sometimes with European teams that happens a lot.
Probably like a 15, it's probably like a 15 million. 15 million.
How much you said? Wait. How much you said?
Who, me or him?
Yeah. No, how much you said per year?
No, not per year. Is about 2.5 because it's a 4-year contract.
No, I'm seeing it right here. 3.5 every year. No, the first year. Wait, let me just get this right. The first 2 years.
It's a $13 million contract.
Yes, but the first year he's getting 3,500,000. Then the second is 3,300,000. And then so on, it is 3,150,000.
That's sad. Mitch Robinson is getting paid like $1 million, and he got to pay all his 6 agents. Your poor Mitch. Mitch didn't get it.
But we need to understand that Luka Vildoza, he was in a situation that if the Knicks didn't buy out his contract, the one that he had in the team that he was playing for, there was no way that he was coming over here. So they did something shady there.
No, they definitely did something shady, because a 4-year contract with 1 year guaranteed and the other 3, and you only get 13 million. I thought he was gonna get signed for at least 20. They signed him.
They might redo the
4 years for $13 million.
They might pull the Alfred on him.
They're not trading him.
No,
I'm telling you,
they're not. I'm loving what they're doing with them, because
they
the way I look at it,
summer, it's a sleeper. I bet you he play. But my whole point was to say nice that I was one of the first dudes when I said, "Oh damn, we grabbed Vildoza, another shooter? Because I was begging for one more shooter. We need one more shooter because D Rose is not the shooter. D Rose is a driver.
We might already have the shooter.
Who?
People
Who
that Alex Burks is a shooter. Alex Burks is a shooter. Quickly is a shooter. Obi is a shooter.
Randall, we need at least 4 shooters on your team out of 15 dudes.
4.
So they actually said that the Knicks has 3 or 4 shooters that is shooting
not consistent
from the 3-point. Let me just say this: from the 3-point lane, they 40%? Are making for 40%. So that's awesome right there. You don't even have a lot of
Derrick Rose.
No. It's Burks. I believe
Randall.
Rose is one. Randall he missed by 2%. So Rose is like 38. Quickly, and if I'm not mistaken, Reggie Bullock. So yes, Reggie Bullock is questionable right now, but you don't expect with the stats that is given that he's going to continue.
Imagine if we had that fifth. Just imagine if we had that 5th 3-point shooter. Nobody would.
But you don't have. This is the thing. You don't have in the entire league 3 to 4 players that is shooting over 40% from the 3-pointer. You don't have it.
I think guys, the problem is they don't focus on certain players at certain times in the right.
Favoritism.
Like we said on the other chat, Alec Burks or Reggie Bullock or Nerlens Noel should have touched the ball on that last play of that last game. Not Julius Randle. He was 6 for 23. That means you missed 13 shots already, fam. Or 16 shots already. Or 17 shots. You missed 17 shots. Your ass don't need to take the last shot. Your ass need to sit on the bench and relax. On God.
I'm loving I'm loving that nice brought up Luka. Now I'm like fascinated with just like, yo, give me. I'm trying to like,
wait.
Yo, because
I can't wait.
Like it's already perfection. Like
you really think he's gonna play nice,
bro? Man, I'm 100% sure.
This is the first time I just read. This is the first time they ever signed a European player. That never happened. They never signed European players before the playoffs. That never happened. Never,
that's
bro.
what I'm saying.
Oh, you mean before the playoffs? Because I was about to say Porzingis is
that never happened. I was trying to look who.
Gallinari is a European player. Prigioni is a European player.
Gallinari got drafted. Gallinari got drafted.
Before the season ended, or
smoking it. It's smoking Knicks. It's smoking Knicks. What Knicks guys just said is right on point.
No, it's not.
Let me finish. We never seen a European player being signed almost when the season is about to be over. It's always at the beginning. So that's what he said. At the end of the day, once you start seeing pretty much everything, like I don't know, like once you notice that certain things is evolving and you never seen that in the past, that's telling you something. Come on, man. Like he is going to be playing for the playoff. Now the question is when.
Mm-hmm. When can we still maintain ourselves in the playoff until he gets ready? That's the question. Like game 6, game 7, something like that. I think that's what he's going to be.
I see him in game
5, game 4.
No, I see him even closer.
The next game to the third.
I'm being honest. Hey, listen to Tibbs. Listen to Tibbs. Let me finish.
I like the kid. I love the kid.
Listen to what Tibbs said about EP. His facial expression is showing he doesn't want to play him. So, all right, in game 2.
Or Leon Rose.
You think he's going to start in game 2 nice?
2 to 3. 2 to 3. Because if we talking about COVID protocol,
is awesome.
COVID protocol, and he starts
awesome. Because when I said I thought Vildoza was a secret weapon for the playoffs, nobody was feeling me. And now this is exactly what you're reiterating, nice. So I feel slightly offended because
I've been said that.
Not by you, but I'm talking about when we
Damn, but
signed
those
him
is better than
like
Russell.
5 games before the season was over, and I was like, damn, that was a smart move by Leon Rose and them to go get a Spanish league damn near MVP right before the playoffs. Let us warm up.
And
get him
remember
in
the
there,
excuse.
and then
Remember the excuse they gave us. They said, "Oh we don't want to pay a tax." That doesn't sound like a good excuse. Remember they were saying like it was a
it's
tax
not a good
problem.
excuse.
So it's like,
Anybody
come
with
on, man.
anybody
They
with
don't want to
half
be
a brain
upfront with it, bro.
understand he is the secret weapon.
He is a
Anybody
secret
with
weapon.
half a brain
That's
understand
crazy.
was the secret
Just think
weapon.
about it already, bro.
And when I
Bro, I
said
was
it, nobody felt me when I said it. And I'm not getting
I-
at you nice. I'm just saying I
Nah,
said
I
it
got you.
and nobody felt me when I said it. Nobody. He's gonna play this season. He our secret weapon. Phil Doza.
Bro.
I watched this we all watched the highlights when we signed them. Legion of Knicks dropped the news.
Because when did Mike was it Mike Miller? Mike Miller, who what's the name of the new guy that the Nets got? Like at the end of the season, is it Mike Miller?
No, James Harden.
Blake Griffin.
Hey,
No.
you're
It's
talking about LaMarcus Aldridge.
Nah. It's some. I don't know if he's European or
Mike
he's.
Miller.
But it's a white player. Let me look it up.
Mike Miller is not in the league no more, fam.
Nah, I'm thinking about another name. Let me just go to the roster right now.
All right.
Did
so listen to this. If we because
Mike James.
I'm throwing this because, bro, I just can't wait for him to play for the Knicks. I wish he'd be playing in the second or the third game. But realistically, if that's the case, Friday the 28th, that will be 7 days. The 4th will be 14 days. And we talking about 5 days, right? I mean, 15 days at quarantine, right? So,
Yeah.
bro, we might be seeing him in Game 7. Realistically, if that's the case, I want to see him already in Game 2 or 3. But with this,
I want to see him now.
Rona. Yeah.
I want to see him now. I don't want to.
But with the Rona,
but this was my question, nice. And nobody ever answered my question. How do you get a 4-year contract, right? With
that's
1
what
year,
I said.
with 1 year guaranteed, with 1 year guaranteed, and not act like this year is the prove it year. It is.
And the question has to be from there on, leading on, is that all right? So when does the year start? Is it this year or next year? Because if it's this year,
it's signed from the moment he got signed, fam.
Most likely, we definitely going to see him throughout the playoff. But the question is if we're going to maintain that lead, because we do got one loss.
We need him,
and if we do need him, the thing is, who we gonna play beside EP? Because EP is not the answer, bro.
Those got a little bit of defense.
No. I'm talking about if we keep it on a perspective to keep it realistic. Because if it's between us three right now, we want to see him as quick as possible. But being realistic, we're not gonna see him until June the June the 6th. Because June the 6th is the next. I'm seeing all the games that we're gonna have.
He is gonna be the starter of this whole playoffs.
Who, Vidosa?
No, EP.
No, I don't see it.
So he did arrive to the United States 3 days ago, 4 days ago.
Yeah.
So I believe quarantine will be like a whole 9 days, something like that.
No, isn't it 15 days?
Damn, still 15 days? I don't. Damn.
You said he quarantined on his own. You said he quarantined in his own country. He got to come here and quarantine on top of that. So that's a 30
No,
days.
he quarantined when he got here. Because that was when he posted with his agent. He was watching the game at home, so you could tell if he signed, he would have been in the MSG. So
is it 9 or 15 days that they give him for the quarantine protocol?
I'm gonna Google it.
Because that's the magical answer that we're looking for.
Protocol. You saw how the league was so hypocritical with LeBron James partying, but last year when this man went to the bubble and went to Magic City for some chicken wings, they done killed Lou Williams. The league will do anything for the big stars, bro. 10 days.
10 days. Ooh.
Oh no. 10 days is if you pass it in. Any player
Well,
who
minimum
says-
10 days.
Yeah, 10 days actually. 10 days is the for both, or when you test positive, or if
Any
you're close to a person.
Let me just read it. Any player who tests positive, even if asymptomatic, will not be allowed to exercise for a minimum of 10 days, and then must be monitored an
It's 2 more
individual
days.
workout for an individual 2 days, additional 2 days. So let's say if he wasn't positive and he wasn't around people that was positive, let's give him 10 days. So let's just start counting 10 days from the day that he got here.
So 6 more
Friday,
days, 7 more days.
I'm counting. So from the 21st to the 28th, that's 7 days. 28, 29, 31st. So on the 31st, that will be game 5.
Oh man, man, yo,
I'm ready.
I
I'm
hope
ready.
John listens to you, bro, because I really want. I just didn't want to get my hopes up with him, so that's why I have him in the back pocket. But I'm like, yo, that's bro, he's the missing piece, bro. He's the missing piece, because what we have is we don't have a runner.
Yeah.
When in the restaurant, you ever seen the runner in the restaurant? He's the most important person. He's the one telling the kitchen, yo, they want this want this. The bartender. We don't have a runner, and we need a starting point guard that is the runner for the team, that connects Julius. Sometimes Julius has a lot on his plate, and sometimes I understand. Like you said, man, we're here because of this guy. The only thing with Julius is that we also saw the other side of Julius. So but every once in a while, I'm like, what's up?
If CBS put this dude in how do you put it? It's not in the injury list, but actually, like, he's there, he's just not playing for the time being, bro, that's telling you something. All this to me is pointing to one direction, and that conclusion or that direction is he's gonna play. It's only a matter of time for him to play.
We got to hold on, bro. You mentioned Game 7. I said that was my take yesterday, that we were going to a Game 7. I feel like we're not acknowledging that we have the same record with Atlanta. We're not acknowledging that it could be a different situation. They could be the 5th seed, or we could be the 4th seed. So like, I'm like, okay, maybe we could have been the 5th seed, because we ended up losing a few games. So that's why today I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna be putting that game in my head, because I'm just gonna put it as today was in Atlanta. We started in Atlanta. So when we go to Atlanta, for real, when it goes to the State Farm Arena, yo, there's gonna be so much Knicks fans, bro. That home for us is all 7-day games, bro, or all 4 games, or all 5 games, depending on how many we play.
That's why I do not see Hawks beating us, because if you look at Atlanta, bro, there's a lot of population over there.
And they're low key crying. They low key crying. Usually, people. That's one difference between the Pacers, or let's say Miami, facing us and beating us back in the days, to the way Nick McMillan is saying, well, the Red Sox are going to be a New York side. Usually you don't see that. Usually they'll be like, we're going to bust the Knicks' butt, Like, they come in very arrogant, da-da-da-da. Trae Young, when I was watching the game last night, I was mad. Don't get me wrong, but he crying. Oh, they were telling me the F word, bro. Go to Utah. They're gonna tell you the word. In Utah, I'm pretty sure they're screaming worse thing. In Denver, they're pretty sure they're screaming worse thing. So don't come with that bull crap of like, try to portray New Yorkers as like villains. But it's like, bro, the sympathy. He's just trying to get that sympathy. So.
I just don't like the narrative that they trying to paint already with this cat, because it's like Ron said, and he's 100% correct. Like, he's not a LeBron, he's not a Michael Jordan as of yet. Why are we going to try to make him look even bigger than what he actually is already? So if he still hasn't proven himself, why the Knicks fan is really trying to pop his rhythm, his momentum? We shouldn't even do that.
Yeah. We shouldn't even have his name in our mouth, in a sense.
Exactly.
Like, why are you don't waste your time screaming, man? Yo, you saw that video of like the the MSG has like a squirrel that he goes,
Mhm.
hey, hey,
Mhm.
hey,
That's it.
bro. It's the most corny stuff ever, bro. But at the same time, it was like, yo, 15,000 people following that. It was like I got goosebumps, bro.
I
Bro,
don't.
this.
Let's speak true. You saw the MSG and
I saw the
you was
circuits.
watching. Yeah, but you was watching it through TNT or MSG.
I watched. Now they watched it through TNT. I watched it on the TV.
So the camera angle, whenever they faced the arena or the crowd, did it actually look like 15,000 people?
Bro, no, it looked like it was all bunched together. It did not, bro.
Yeah,
Actually,
bro.
I was
That
like, yo, this shit look like got 30, 35, 30,
yeah.
almost reaching capacity, bro. Like,
That did
bro,
not look like 15,000 people, bro. Because if you look at pretty much all around the other arenas that is actually playing throughout the
you
postseason
see those
slash
holes. Like,
playoff,
actually,
a lot of holes.
there was not a
There's
lot of
no
people sitting on the like
there's a
by
bunch
the
of
two
caps.
rims. Yeah,
There's a bunch of
there's.
caps.
You're right.
But if you look at the Knicks arena compared to pretty much 2 years ago, bro, it doesn't look different. It looks like a sold out crowd.
Another thing is you also got to realize that the Knicks are partnering with the city to be like and also money wise, because you got to pay like $27 to get the COVID shot. So it's smart. That's what they did in Europe. That like they'll okay, people don't want to get the vaccine. How do we get people to get the vaccine? Okay, let's invite 100,000 fans and sell them tickets for cheaper, or provide them. Oh, now you start seeing, hey, LeBron didn't get in trouble because he got his vaccine. So that's another thing too. That's why a lot of people were like, first time, like, but it's crazy. We love the Knicks so much that, like, with all the conspiracies about the vaccines,
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah,
what?
yeah.
Put that in me, bro. Put that in me. I don't care. I want to see RJ Barrett.
So my question to you, Flair, who do you think? Because we are looking for Luka to come in Game 5. From here on out, we still have 4 more games to go. Who we gonna play in replacement of EP?
As replacement, I don't see him not playing though.
I don't like that momentum. That's me, but I'm gonna let you finish. Give me your point. Go ahead, Flair.
So, but you see him not playing at all? Like bench him, like sit right next to Teo Pinson type of thing?
Yes.
Damn.
Yes.
All right.
You know why? Momentum.
Tell me.
The momentum has shifted, bro. He be
Facts.
killing the momentum. Like I'm not feeling it. Like he was playing a certain way before Derrick Rose got here. After Derrick Rose, it's like he been on a 50-50, like one day he will give you good night and another night he'll be like, like, yeah, like last night.
Yeah.
And since Luka conversation, he never been the same. It's like he already see it happening. And it's about to be that time, bro, that we about to close the curtain on EP.
So I'll start with Frank, and mostly because of his veteran status in the team. I think sometimes we don't respect Frank. Also, Tibbs needs to show Frank like, yo, my bad about putting you in that position, because you go to ESPN, the highlight you see is Frank Ntilikina. Yeah. I believe Stephen A. Smith said it. It's unfair to Frank Ntilikina for you to put him,
30 seconds.
32 seconds,
Yeah.
and the guy's not even warm.
It was less than that. The only thing is that he only played 30 seconds throughout the entire game.
Yeah, when he subbed in and everything. But so it's like I'll say Frank, just for I want Trae Young to feel it, I want I saw Bobby Portis today when Giannis got injured. Bobby Portis came out of nowhere, rush a guy. He got a technical, but it's like we need some guys to get a technical. Maybe I would even use, we need some guy to just let them know, like, yo, you're not gonna touch my player. You're not gonna try to, that's why I wanted to use Norvis Pell instead of Tosh Gibson on the last play. You know, because Norvis Pell was different when it came to blocking. Like Norvis Pell knows how to jump twice but still same position compared of like Nerlens Noel, which was injured. We couldn't use him. And Tosh, you saw Tosh at the end. You know, Tosh. You know, Tosh will give you some things. Don't get me wrong. I'm not taking nothing from Tosh Gibson. He's amazing. He's like our Udonis Haslem, but he's not the player that should be playing at the important moments. I don't think so. 34-year-old Tosh Gibson.
So you only got Frank replacing EP.
I'll say Frank stars. Depending on how the flow goes, we allow Frank to play, let's say, the first 8 minutes. 8 minutes of let's see what Frank gives us, you know? I'm not gonna give him the whole quarter, because if he is messing up, I'll put Alec.
No. Keep going. All right.
I'll put Alec, you know? So now before the halftime, I put Alec Burks. Like Alec could give me enough to be like, you know what, Frank? We're gonna bring you back in the third quarter, Frank.
That's
you could sit. Huh?
That's it?
No, not that it. So
make the point real quick.
8 minutes. I'm about 8 minutes, Frank. Then Alec Burks comes in until the half. Then if we have the lead, because it all depends on the lead, if we lose the lead or not, you know. Here comes Frank again on the third quarter, just to start the third quarter the same way he started the first quarter, because I like that. I like the sequence of a game. Then that's when D-Rose comes in, right? At the end, I want D-Rose and Alec Burks. You know, I want them two little options. Like let's say you already sit down Alec Burks for the beginning of the third quarter. I want Alec Burks not inbounding. I want him actually playing and hitting that shot. So we can have two options: Derrick Rose and Alec Burks.
Got you.
So that would be my setup. How will you put it up? And what's going on with Smoking Nick? The host is gone.
I don't know. Maybe he's doing something on his end, but I'll keep it with between. Let's go Frank first option, second option Harper, and third option Frank. Pinson.
Pinson.
No,
wow.
Yeah. I will put Pinson.
Is he a guard? Is he a first?
That's not.
Why we don't use him, bro? Why we don't use him? What's the point of Big 15 if we don't even use Big 11?
Let me make my point real quick, player. So whatever we do from here on out, we gotta understand that we playing with house money. From here on out, anything beside EP to me is working, because we could learn from what we have and start mix and matching on who should we play after the second game and who should we not play. But from here on out, we should be playing those three players for the time being, and then Burks and then Rose, between those two. And the only reason I say,
go ahead. And the only reason that you say what? So keep going.
The only reason I say that is because I really want the Knicks to find who has it and who doesn't, so that they could already make up their mind who we're going to keep, because we already know for sure that neither one of those there will be three players out of the four players that I've mentioned that is not going to be playing. Two players out of the three players that is not going to be playing.
Reggie Bullock.
No, he can't bring down the ball. It will.
You bringing him back next year? You bringing him back next year?
No, I'm talking about right now.
Right now.
I'm only focusing on right now. We got to figure out who is going to be replacing EP's minute. So between those three, at least do one of these things. We already know that EP played for 8 minutes and it wasn't productive. So divide those three players' minute to get those 8 minutes.
That's true.
So whoever has it between those three, keep him. And now you make the decision. All right, now we're gonna play this person for this rotation. We're gonna stick to our gun and let everything fly. But the main reason I actually say this is because I really am more interested in giving D Rose enough minute to rest.
Yeah, it doesn't make no sense. You notice that the whole time I'm trying to like keep Rose at the end. You know, like if anything, like I want Rose for those. I think game 2. I want to get everything out of Derrick Rose for those game 4s, them game 5s, them game 6 that is close in games. Game two, you still have a game to play, so I don't want him. You know, like that's why the whole week that we had off, he needed that rest. So I want to rest Rose as much as we can. But like I agree with what you said, bro. The way we treat Theo Pinson is like it's fake love. Let's keep it real. It's fake love. This is I don't like.
I'm still listening.
Like,
I'm still listening.
I don't like the way we love a player for being a bench player. Like, what kind of thing is this? Like, we put him in this pedestal, but bro, he needs to play. He's an NBA player. Like, why is he riding the bench the way he's riding? Like, it's just pathetic. And going back to what I just said about like the Big 15, like you cannot print shirts because I'm pretty sure Madison Square Garden is now printing shirts saying Big 15 and putting them in the chairs. You cannot print Big 15 if you're not even using double digits, for example. You know, you're playing 9 guys, but then have the mantra is Big 15. So you gotta use that whole bench. Theo Pinson, I never thought about, but I just think about how electrifying it could be.
Think about it this way:
if
he comes in and he shows like he really wants to win, he's not doing something good on one factor, but on another factor, he's doing it. It could be defense. It could be taking shots. If one of those two things is not doing well, he's contributing it on another factor. The only reason I just do not want to see EP is because he's not doing it on one side, he's not doing it on the other side, and he's not doing it on another. So it's like why he's on the floor. He's not being productive defensively, putting up points, making some tough play for it to get that a turnover from the other team. So there's no reason that's it EP to see the floor. I really want to give another person the opportunity that if you really want it, prove yourself.
Hey man, a player could be if a man could be a difference by not playing. Imagine what type of difference he could make and what type of boost he could give the guys on the floor. Yo, you playing, bro? We here, etc. So, like, I just love the energy of that guy, man. But it's just, bro, we have what it takes to go to the Eastern Conference Finals, but our pieces are not put together, bro. Like that Luka, that Mitchell Robinson, that I don't know if he's good, but he looks good. He's practicing.
Yes, guys. You imagine if Luka comes in the same night that Mitchell Robinson is going to come in?
I'll have a heart attack, bro. Like, oh man, that sounded like Krispy Kreme right now. That's how good it tastes, bro. Oh man, bro.
That will be
man.
Insane.
Why would you gotta bring out these topics, man? We like the I don't like falling into the EP black hole, you know, because I also take accountability that like you gotta put some blame on Tips. You gotta put some blame on minus 18 from Reggie Bullock. Reggie Bullock also. He was minus 18 or minus 16, I believe, for last game.
No, but how many points he had? Like out of 9, let me see, 9 field goal attempted, and he only made 3. So out of those 3 that he made, it was like from inbounds or whatever. I mean, not inbounds, but from the paint or 2-pointers, because he clearly missed all 5 3-point shots. And that's not a normal Reggie Bullock. So we also got to understand, bro, that Reggie Bullock feeds off from Julius Randle. If Julius Randle is having a bad night, normally Bullock has a bad night as well. But
it's gonna be like that, man.
What will be the factors that you will blame? What will be the factors that you see that we lost this game with?
You mentioned it. What's the word you use? Momentum. So I said it yesterday that like we lost 3 great momentums in during the game. One of them was Atlanta, obviously. Like, but you know, I recall like RJ Barrett Duncan. You know, that was a moment of like splash. RJ went to sit down. Um, coming out.
Obi.
Obi Toppin, not only dunking, which it was a dunk that he created. That was a beautiful little, like blah, like
Yeah,
it was fancy, it was small, but it was something that he created.
Mm-hmm.
Like so, and then on top of that, he goes and he hits the nice shot. What this Tips does, he sits him down. And then there was another highlight. What was the other highlight of the last night game?
IQ through
IQ. On that one, they did call timeout. But what? IQ only played 20 minutes. I said
IQ, 20 minutes.
Like I was saying, for this game to go good, because my prediction was so good that I'm so pissed that I was like, I said the same. I said we're gonna lose. Randall's gonna have a tough night because Randall got caught up on talking about the Braves. That's when I respect LeBron, even though he's not doing it now because he has, he got a movie going on. So right now it's not the best time, but I love that. Let's not talk to nobody. Let's block everything. Let's shut everything down. Cause the distraction, bro. Like Joe Button is texting you to give you, tickets for the game. When we lost the 10th game that we were supposed to win against the Suns.
Mm-hmm.
He was calling the podcast like I remember I got in trouble with Ron because I said he was partying the night before. So he loves the limelight because he came from LA. He loves socializing. He loves that. But it's like, bro, you gotta cut that, bro. At that moment, stop giving pounds. Like, bro, you gotta stay focused. And it's just like all his friends and like, bro, like he's like that, like those porn stars that like when it comes to performance, like, yo, you good, bro? You good? Like you can't perform.
What other factors you think that we lost the game?
But that was basically blaming Tips, not blaming Randall. I got you. It's Randall, but it's mostly Tips. Another problem, obviously EP. Reggie Bullock was non-assistant, and those 4 factors. Randall played bad. Reggie Bullock was non-assistant because, like you said, he follows whatever Randall vibes has. So, and Tips was our coach. Nate McMillan show you why he has a job every time he gets fired.
So my take on that will be basically we actually lost the game. 2 main factors, and those 2 main factors I'm gonna leave it at the end. But one key factor that we lost the game, Noel's rebounds. He cannot be that big for nothing. Like the amount of rebounds that Taj Gibson had compared to Noel, there should be no reason for him to be where he was at on rebounds.
That's why I was so mad one time that people were like dismissing Mitchell Robinson and not appreciating. You know why I appreciated Mitchell Robinson?
Let me finish.
Go ahead.
Another factor. Let's say who should we go? The way the momentum started, just like you said. If we see that somebody is not doing it because not everybody is contributing on the way that they feel like playing, because everybody's looking like they don't want to play, they looking lost or whatever. You got to call that X factor as EP, and that's why I don't want to see him. Now these are the 2 main factors that we actually lost, and you already know where I'm going with this when I start to open up. But what makes a player a great player is not one thing in particular. It's pretty much overall all the things that you doing to get that W. So you could be a great scorer, but if you don't have it that night, contribute, do something else on the defense side, or call in for those fouls. Julius Randle, if you are,
I'll give you one example. You remember when KD fell two games ago?
Mm-hmm.
Remember how he fell? That was a hard fall. That was a hard fall. Then I'm pretty sure 2 hours later, like, my shit hurting, But he was so into the game, bro. Homie, God, I was worried. I was like, is he good? Because he's a human being at the end of the day, Yeah. So like, and I want him to have a long career, but those are the little things that like makes winners. That's what I'm trying to say. Like that running for a ball and like things like that. So, but keep going. So
at the end of the day, bro, if you just do not have it, and you seeing that the other team best player is doing one thing in particular is coming down the paint. Bro, he was hurting us down the paint, and it's like, well, you could do the same thing. You got a big body and impulse on that, but bro, you strong. You strong. You need to be coming down
Facts.
the paint. You got to be calling and drawing those fouls so that it gives us an opportunity of one stopping that time and two giving you some time to relax and take those shots. Look at
Also, if quickly tells you that his idol is
Lou Will.
Lou Williams, put him with Lou Williams. Okay, that's your idol. Show your idol what you got. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
like keep him there because I think talent wise, next year
hmm
quickly is going to be a better player than Trey Young, and I say it in a way of like
He's going to
he
be
might be
dangerous.
already, but he got better body. You know, he also
He's
got
going to be
this.
dangerous.
He's
He's going to
gonna
be
be.
dangerous. But let me
He's
let me finish with my points, player, real quick.
my bad, bro.
Now you good, player. So the last take is Tiz, bro. How do you actually see that your bench player has it and you play them or give them the amount of minutes that they had last night instead of giving him more? To me, that kills some confidence, bro. Like there was no reason to Opie or IQ playing the end up playing the minutes that they played. It was for them to get at least 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Because I know that IQ he had a decent 20 minutes, but the way he was playing, he was doing everything that was expected. There was no reason like there was only one two shot that Trey Young got out of him, but that was only one. Why are we gonna hurt
Guys,
him if he actually making shots? He's making shots compared to the players that you really want to be strong with, and they really not making nothing. At least if you want to play them at the last 2 or 3 minutes, cool. Let it
I,
be.
I I thought Capella was gonna be dangerous. He was nowhere to be
Yeah.
found. You know, bro Dosh. I hate saying that guy's name. Why do we have to learn European players' names, but people still cannot say Heido? Like my name is Heido. I've been Gyro since I'm like a 5-year-old since elementary school. Nobody ever
Mhm.
tries to learn my name, and I already gave up. I don't even just call me Gyro or whatever. But when it comes to
Yeah.
like European last names, like people learn how to say Arnold Swash, like I like. Why do we have to learn? Like I don't know. I hate that like we have to learn those European last names, but when it comes to people learning our names, it's like they don't like to. They don't even try. It's just
No, I got you. I
Heido.
got you.
I hate,
I
but
got you.
whatever. Bro, Doctor was actually pretty good, but he doesn't give me that like this is not no Utah. This is not no Denver. You know, this is the Atlanta Hawks who hey, we got more talent than them. That's what I saw from yesterday because they gave up their all. Like
Yeah, they surely wanted it.
we should have lost by 10 points. We should by looking at
The
the way
way
we
that we were
play,
playing,
our
yeah,
best player played like crap,
and we still lost by two.
and we still lost by 2 points. It was Baker's -3, and you can even go back to what Smoking Knicks was saying. There was a call at the end. There was a free throws that I was just like, because when I'm watching the game, I get so amped up. So I'm watching the play-by-play on the phone on NBA TV, and I'm watching
Mhm.
the game just to like TV be messing you up, bro. Like so I'm like, okay, we scored that, So I know the play before it cuts. I don't know. So now I lost my train of thought what I was trying to say, but like now keep going, bro. I forgot my train of thought what I was trying to say.
So on another factor, just like I said, I already touched up on Tibbs. So the
Tipsdale.
next up, yeah, the next subject that we're gonna go through is what do you think that we should do differently for tomorrow's game?
For tomorrow's game, I'll go back to Frank, man. Um, that tells you a lot that Tibbs trusts Frank the way he does. So
hmm
it's beautiful. I'm pretty sure he's still beating himself up by saying, "Man, I should have guarded him better," because that was my moment. They didn't ask me to score. They didn't ask me to do anything out of the ordinary. They just asked me to use my 7 foot, in big old hands, you know. And so Frank needs to be in the beginning of every quarter, first half or second half.
At least just get some minutes, right?
Yeah, just get some minutes. Just allow the kid to, and he might give us some good 9 points that Alfred is not going to give us because that shot is a little lethal right now. Like we know Frank likes this type of moments. Frank plays good when he's back home, when he's in FIBA. He erased John Wall. So like those are glimpses that we cannot like. We gotta put Frank, man. We gotta put Frank. I say also Norvis Pell. I need to use all of our centers. Let's not just use. Let's use our centers the way we use our guards. So remember how I always say that Alfred is 25 miles per hour. Derrick Rose is highway miles, and and quickly is like nitro or like a Tesla car that goes 0 to 60 right. Okay, he's Tesla. That's what we're gonna call him. Quickly is just his name says it all. He's quickly. So same way we could use our centers. Taj is the second option, you know. So we don't the same thing I said about Frank. I don't want that with Taj. Taj is the second option. So Nerlens Noel, we start with Nerlens Noel. Now, in between the game, the physical of the game, we could use Norvis Pell for foul situations, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Yo, he's gonna score too, but he gonna feel that body from the same guy who's a Frankenstein. He broke his finger, put it back together, came up and blocked. You don't see that and then go, oh, I'm gonna reserve him. And that's a bad habit that we have, bro. I'm starting to sound like G-Man. That's a bad habit. But bro, like, why are you showing me glimpses, but you're just sprinkling a little bit of mama's cooking, but you don't want to give me some food? Like, bro, like, I hate that. Like, Norvis Pell, put him. Like, I even thought, okay, yo, we just signed him after he injured. And I might be a bad person by thinking like that, but I was literally like, yo, we would have lost this game if Trae Young would not have been in the game. Granted, they still played us good. I believe. Did we win on overtime that game or
no? We
last minute game. All right, so Norvis Pell, man, we need to use our centers because the way he just driving in, bro, Norvis Pell could have blocked at least two of his shots, you know, or even if not, like just the physicality, the way Nerlens Noel's blocks is like. He doesn't have a body. He's 135 pounds. So yeah, the physicality is not in him.
He's not heavy, but at the same time, you gotta show some type of commitment.
When I think of him, I think of like, and I really shouldn't say, but when I think of him, it's like I think of an Avatar. You know. Avatar is like something natural, some guy that is like Tarzan. He could fly, he could jump, sometimes he lands a weird way, but he's still good, and that's what's great about him. He's an elastic man, like that's him. But sometimes you need like I don't know, like a gorilla. You know, you need a big old dude that's gonna let you know, yo, like my presence is here, bro. And that's what Norvis Pell could give me. Taj Gibson gives me that, but at the same time, bro.
You don't want to have
the way Bogdanovich, the way Trae Young play, they're a little bit too advanced now for that. You know, like they see Taj Gibson and this is you know, they could run around him. Like it's not that he doesn't work hard because man, I saw him roar into the crowd and he's like, I'm home. Like you know, he's a great addition for us, and I love Taj Gibson, but. In crucial moments, I don't want to see him. You know, like when I saw him in the third, he was on that last play. Frank was coming in, and then he saw the second because Trae Young did move a certain way, but I think Taj's job there was to tell him, "Hey, there's another screen," you know. or get the man that's putting the screen. You look at the highlight, and that's what I hate. They put the highlights like this. Frank like trying to like, oh man, like, and then Tosh looking like, like just the Tosh reaction, like, they scoring us. So I don't want to see that. I want to see them, like 2 men on them or 3 men, whatever. Do whatever you want to take. So Norris Pell, why are we signing guys to just sit on our bench, bro? Why, like,
and we clearly need them.
And I said yesterday, like maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that guy was Mike Miller. Maybe Mike Miller was the Mark Jackson. Because another thing is we don't give credit to the fact that Mike Miller was doing good. We didn't get to see a whole production of Mike Miller, but what we did saw was that our team was starting to make that turn. That Fixdale turn. Fixdale didn't even know how to use their own production. So that did not just happen with Tips. That happened with Mike Miller. But sadly, we got eliminated. The COVID happened, and etc. So I think the last game was against Atlanta too, right?
Yeah.
Of the season. Yeah. Oh, that's weird, right?
No. It was Boston.
No, not this year. I meant to say during the bubble. Remember when the COVID first hit? The last game that we played. I think we were the last game in the NBA because that's when we Rudy was Rudy Gay from that he touched the guy and he was like playing around, and then the next day, we all hit it. Like that was literally the moment that the world stopped because of the NBA, which is fascinating. And we were the only team playing. Yeah, we were the only team playing.
Did like this too.
Yeah,
with the mic.
Yeah, like so. A lot of weird things happened last year. Remember when who was it that dunk? Oh, Alonso Trier dunk on Summer League, and then there was an earthquake. Remember that? I think that happened, right? Who was it that?
Crazy stuff.
A lot of crazy stuff happened. It's like, but man, like, we gotta win game 2, bro.
Yeah.
Because best case, I don't want to say worst case scenario, but it's not gonna be a happy family time. Cause the stress, that argument today with not CP, with Kev, that's just anger, bro. like we saw a game yesterday. We went on stream, but we still didn't analyze that. We really lost that game, bro. Then we woke up with like your coworker telling y'all lost that game, bro. That was a good game, but not for us. This kid came in, laughed at us. He continued, bro. He went on Twitter. He went to Olive Garden. He was like, he kept going. Like, he's continuing this whole thing. So it really hurt me, bro. It really hurt me. Like it's so weird, bro. I'm so desensitized to death right now. Like, I got this Android phone, and every time I get like messages, there's a shooting here. I'm like, if it's not the Knicks, don't tell me about it, bro. I don't care. The Knicks lose. Oh my God, what would he do this, bro? What happened to smoking Knicks, bro? Oh, I hope he'll see burn the L and fell asleep on us.
Yeah, but just hit him up because I'm about to be night. Got to get ready for tomorrow night.
Facts. Well, what you want to finish it with?
Man, I just wish
predictions or
prediction. I feel like it's going to be a blowout. If it's not a blowout, I don't know what to say because the way that everything ended yesterday, there's no reason for us not to give him the smoke, or the day before yesterday now.
So give me best case scenario. Sorry, I meant to stop you, but give me best case scenario of how does it end? Meaning like Knicks in 5, or worst case scenario Knicks in 7.
Knicks in 5. I see it Knicks in 5.
So you think we go 0-4 after this?
Yeah, 4 straight. And the only reason I'm saying this is because the way I saw it, bro, just look at the way everything played out on the last game. There was no reason for us to lose that game. And Julius Randle had a bad
Oh man,
night
I just got the weirdest thing. What if Tibbs lost this game on
on
purpose
purpose.
just to get Luca, just to give Luca more time? Like, yo, if we just
You
got game
imagine?
4, bro.
You
Because yo,
imagine?
oh, you know what? Why I was happy today too?
Hmm.
Thank God we don't have to play Milwaukee.
I wanted
Thank.
to play Milwaukee.
Oh no.
I wanted to play
No,
Milwaukee because
That was a crash and burn, bro.
you
I
want to
don't
know
want
why?
it.
Because
No.
at the end of the day, Milwaukee, I have this feeling like Milwaukee, they don't play good against us. Like they have good superstar, but they don't play. This is
I do
my
remember
own
last that
opinion.
we had a game with them, but I believe Giannis wasn't playing.
No,
Thanasis
he
was
was
playing
playing.
hard.
He was playing when
He
we blew
was.
him out. When we blew him out, he was playing, and he looked lost. He looked
I like.
lost.
I like
It's
those.
much easier.
I like
It's
those
much easier.
serious. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's much easier to me to do whatever you want to with a certain player that is not quick enough. This dude, Trey Young, he's too quick. He's too quick. I don't care. Like at the end of the day, I don't care what you might say or anybody might say about this dude. You could double team him. To me, it doesn't mean nothing. He's too quick, bro. Too quick. So the only way that I do see us winning is whenever he comes down the paint, kill him. And I don't mean like literally. I
No,
mean
it's a
that make
playoff,
it
bro.
make him feel that yeah, you could come down the paint and throw either your lob, your floaters, you could
Because
do it.
that's the thing too. That's what I don't hate when, for example, there was a lot of fouls that were called on RJ Barrett at the end of the game, and
Mhm.
you go back and you're like, yo, he didn't even touch them.
Yeah, yeah.
But those
But
fouls
my
hurt more because I'm like, man, you know what? Touch him. Like, you know,
but
if you're gonna,
my point is that you trying to get this dude to second guess himself because you're not gonna stop him entirely. But if he feels the pain every single time he goes down the paint and throw either the layup or the floater, now he's second
trying to
guessing
make
himself
connection.
and he's not gonna make those type of plays. You know what you're gonna see more? People taking more threes than anything else. I'd rather die with that than seeing him making plays for other players because he's not respecting us. He's not respecting us at all. Coming
Not
down
at
the
all.
field, it's like you have no
And he's
out.
not an intimidating guy for
No,
us to be like that. He's not
he,
no like Kobe on clutch. He's not like no, bro. And I don't want to say this, but like if it was more disrespectful because it was like a light skinned guy, like literally coming like. You know, with CP3, it felt normal. You know, that's CP3, the president of the NBA. You know, CP3 has a status, but like,
bro. If you compare CP3 with Trey Young, you're wrong with that. You want to know
yeah,
why?
it's not the same.
Because Trey Young, if you look at Trey Young and you look at CP3, you know that the only concern that you're gonna have with Trey Young is that he's gonna get hurt. He has like that type of body, bro. Like it's not big enough for the league. So if he twists a leg or something, I don't wish no ill will on him. It feels like he can't recover from it. Look what happened on the last game. Not the game that we had on the playoff. The last game before that we
Yeah,
have against him. They
with no
needed,
respect, no respect.
yeah, they needed to put him out. And why? Because we was playing physical game. Why? Because he came down to paint. Why?
Yeah,
And
he's a basketball player, but he's not an athlete in a
bro,
sense. You know,
he came down thinking like, well, I'm gonna get my way, and it didn't win his way because they made him respected. So he thought you could see him in his way, like his facial expression, like he was thinking about it twice to
so
go
you're
down.
agreeing with me. You're agreeing with me. We got the guy to stop him. No respect. Now you're agreeing
Anybody?
with me. We're
No,
gonna end
no,
with this.
no. But is anybody could stop him. The thing is that between Taj Gibson, between Noel, between Pell, you have the guys. The only thing is that you just got to make that type of conclusion. Like, listen, if he passed this line, it's going to be over because I'm going for
Facts.
him. So believe me or not, he's going to have that mentality. Like, man, I just know that if I go a little bit more than this, they're gonna hit me hard.
Nice.
And it's not like a malicious type of foul. It's a type of foul so you could feel me.
Bro,
So
it's
that whenever you're
playoff,
thinking
bro. It's
about doing
playoff. I don't. It's like,
no,
yo,
no, no. I know. But we don't want no karma thing coming
yeah,
back to
definitely.
us. Because if that happens to him, what
It could
what does
also
it
happen to us. Like it's the karma.
exactly
Karma's karma.
exactly?
Facts.
So the only thing that I just want is just to give him a good hard foul. Like this is the type of game we playing. So
You
whenever
know
you
what?
pass,
You know what I'm also waiting for. So when we play in Atlanta, and I want to hear some Knicks fans scream "F you, Trey Young."
that's gonna be
Like
tough.
that's gonna happen, bro. That's gonna happen because no matter what, bro, the most successful people in other states is people that came from New York. If you go to that Fat Joe, everybody when they get that little money, they either go to New Jersey or they go to Atlanta now or Florida. But most of
Yeah,
the most successful people are the transplants from states like California or states like New York. So
yeah,
we run deep in there, bro, and we got the bread. So like we're gonna be all over, bro. Like this is why like I'm not worried about this game no more. You know, it was game one. It was the best game to lose, bro. Because
yeah.
I expected
We
to lose
need
one game.
if that's the case, and it's the way that you putting it, that bro, it was a well deserved loss for us.
Yeah,
I
at the
even
at the
said it.
best time too. Like I'd rather get punched like punched right away. Oh, we're doing this, you know? Okay. Like
Hmm.
I think Uncle Freezy been repeating, but we haven't cashed in on his thing. He kept saying that it feels like a Rocky movie, and it's true.
But one thing I just don't want, bro, because I feel like they're gonna blow him up, but I just don't want them to have the feeling like, oh, we could beat this team. Because remember, look what happened with Trey Young. After he beat us, he had that type of feeling, like he's feeling himself, like something, we could beat this team. This and this, bro. It's only game one,
Facts.
So I want the New York Knicks to have the mentality like a MJ. We got it with that serious face. All right, let's get out of here real quick.
I
Let's
think I
not
think
talk to
I think I
nobody.
think RJ has it in him, bro. I think RJ's
Yeah,
a star, bro. I
yeah,
I
but
know RJ's a star, but playoff RJ just gave me a glimpse, bro.
it's looking different.
It's looking different, bro. That Canadian boy in him, bro. He is, bro. Let's wrap it up. Homie left. Homie, we the only ones on screen. We this is the late night Knicks podcast, hosted by your boy Smoking Knicks. We are the West Coast Knicks fans right now, still holding it down. It's like 4 a.m., 6 a.m. in New York. I'm gonna go buy some stocks later on because like
You do
yo,
stocks?
well, I do a little bit of everything, but I stocks for me is the best spot to park your money. But I stopped recently, but last week everybody lost. So when the dip is in, bro, you gotta like it's the time to buy. So everybody if somebody's loss is over some my gain. So I
I got
was
you.
stop I was buying stocks for like Riot. Blockchain is it's basically like you know how you use what's the name of this fucking app? Robinhood. So
Hmm.
blockchain is an app for that. But it lost almost like it went from like $45 last week to like $20. Like it lost 50%. So
Yeah,
it's gonna wake up good. It's already rising good. But with stocks, it's so annoying because when I moved from New York, 9:30 was the time. Now that I'm in the West Coast, 6:30 is the time. So, and you know how stocks is. If you don't get that right moment when it's that roller coaster up, that
yeah,
shit
yeah.
it's a free fall. So like, but I like making money. that's
I
me,
got
bro.
you. I
Yo,
got you.
nice. It was a pleasure. Smoking
Likewise,
Knicks.
brother.
I ain't gonna call you because I'm using the phone right now. But let's go Knicks, bro. You gonna be
Call him
tomorrow? See you.
so he could close the channel.
Gotcha. I'm gonna call him. But I
All
gotta
right,
log out
boys.
first.
See
Peace.
you
Good
then.
night, bro.
Peace.